Welcome to my channel. This is the Fixing Agent, where you do as I say and not as I do. And today we're going to change the brakes on my truck. It's a 2012 Nissan Titan. So I'm going to show you step by step how you can change brakes on cars or trucks. And this method can be used across most cars and vehicles. If you have any questions on a specific car, please leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer that for you and maybe make another video. First step, loosen the lug nuts. Second step, lift the car or the truck. When the vehicle is up, shake it. Make sure it doesn't roll off. Well, you can use like a impact gun or something to just zip the lug nuts off. Alright, so once you have the wheel off, then the next step is to take this off. This is called the caliper. Usually in the back, on the top, or on the bottom, there is like some kind of a bolt holding on it to the caliper bracket. Sometimes there's only like one, like a bolt, could be Allen. I have seen Torx, just, you know, whatever. And then the other one is just like a holder slider. So, you know, however your application is. So basically you need to free up this caliper and then remove it. And then you have access to your brakes. So we'll do that. So make sure you don't loosen any of your brake lines like this. Or this is your bleeder screw right here. If you ever need to replace your caliper, this is where you bleed them. That will be another video. But for now, just remove the two bolts that are holding the caliper onto the caliper bracket and remove it, and then you get access to your brakes. Another thing is, see this brake line right here? This is a soft brake line. You don't, once you take this caliper off, you don't want it to be like hanging and then all the pressure is on this hose, because it can crack and kink. I mean, it can kink and get damaged in the process, you know, or get ripped or anything. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use some kind of, I use like a bungee cord or whatever wire, whatever you have to hang this caliper like up here somewhere, and then like, so you don't have any like tension on this brake line. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So I'm gonna take this bungee cord and get it ready. So when I take this caliper off, I can just put it on. So what I'm doing is, because since this is so long, however, like, you know, I will let you guys figure that one out. I'll put this here, and then, so now it's ready. So when I take this off, boom, I'm just gonna put that on there. So this was, for me, it's a 17 for this bolt. So I have it right here, it's a 17. So, Here we go. Just gonna slide it off like this. And take this ready, and then boom. So now, if you look at it, this is not, it's not kinked, or it's not, there's not a lot of pressure on it. It's just this is hanging off of this right here. So that's what you want. So now you have access to your brake pads. You can take a picture of like how you take them off or not, like, you know. So there's that. There's these little clips. If you got hardware with your brake set, you know, got these little clips. You come off. Then you grab your new set. So at this point, if you want, you could clean this up with some brake cleaner. So since I'm replacing the rotor, I have to take the caliper bracket off. You could have removed the caliper bracket and the caliper all together, but that's up to you how you want to do that. I like to do it this way. Actually, I remember where I did it. So here's another trick. So let's say you want to get you don't have a ratchet is not gonna fit where you want, and I don't feel comfortable. So if you have like a wrench, and just to get leverage, you can put two wrench. You can put it like that, like this, and then you can like get leverage. When just be careful, don't like have it here or here. You have to like hold it together, because if you have it here, you're gonna slip and then like hit something just like that. And then like if you're gonna put it like this way, then like this. So just, you know, however, so it goes like, look, like this, or you can like do like this, you know. So just the wrench and then a bigger wrench than the other one, and then you put the closed end on the bolt, and with the open end you can extend it. And just watch how I do this. There. So just need to get it started like that. All right. Just take your rotor off. Sometimes the rotors just come off like that, but like if there's nothing holding the rotor, sometimes they're stuck because of the heat cycles they go through. So you just like hit it like this or like this or like this with like you can use a dead blow or mallet. I mean, if you're not gonna use these rotors, you can just hit it with a regular hammer, because you're not gonna use them. And then once you like hit it like really hard, like usually like right here is where you wanna hit it, like boom, and then it will just like, it will just fall off. Like it will just be like that. It will just fall off. Just take this off. So these are the new rotors. They come packaged like that. Just make sure they have the right size, as far as just count the holes, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then same here, 6. So I know my lug pattern is 6, and then also put it on and see if it's the right pattern, because I know some manufacturers are a little different even though it's a 6 lug. And then what you want to do is take it out of this packaging and spray it with brake cleaner, because new rotors have these glaze on them so they don't rust. So you want to take that glaze off. It's like just oil, otherwise you might not stop for the first time when you go for a ride. So that's a good idea after you do like a brake job, or anytime you take your brakes off and on your vehicle. It's a good thing to just test them out at a slow speed or in your driveway, pump them up and make sure everything is working before you go for a long drive and then have to do a hard braking and then end up not stopping. So anyways, I'm gonna take them out, test them, and then clean them with brake cleaner. But you know, just spray them off like that, and you just take a paper towel and you wipe it off, and you do this to the other side. That's it. Now you put this on here. There you go. Rotor installed. You want to have a ventilation when you're using chemicals like brake cleaners and stuff like that. So I opened up my garage back here. This store has a 3-car garage, so that way the air can ventilate. So you just want to spray some and then scrub it. So these are the areas that are gonna have contact with like your hardware and stuff like that. And then that's it. Like, you know, you don't need to like go to town with this kind of stuff. Also just depends, you know, like this is my personal truck. I take care of it. I don't like abuse it that much. And you know, so it's not gonna have like all the gunk or whatever, you know. If you have a work truck and you drive to job sites and drive through mud and stuff, that might be a different story. So like the inside of the caliper, I just do that and then take brush. Spray it again. And that's it. And then we put our caliper bracket back on. So now it's just a reversal of how you did took them off. Now you're gonna reverse it and put these parts back on. So from looking at it, I believe there was some kind of like either anti-seize or thread lock or something. You can do it. You can put that, but I'm not gonna do that. So just gonna go ahead and put this back. But it is a good idea to use that if your car had it. And you wanna, whenever you're installing something, you wanna thread it as much as you can with your hands. So that gives you less chance of cross threading or stripping your threads on your bolts. So, you know. All right, that's tight. You need to push the caliper pins. Also, so we're gonna do that. So this is how you do that. You can use your old brake pads or something flat to go here. So like this. Then so now when I use this, make do with what you have. So those are pretty flat now. Let's see. Yep. So these clips hold the brakes in place. There we go. Then there's these clips. We're not gonna worry about those right now. And then, if you have some grease, if you bought some brake pad grease, just wanna put it on you can just put it on the caliper. I know you can put it on the brake pads, but I'm gonna put it on the caliper. And you don't need a lot, just a little bit. There. these are all the metal contact where your caliper is going to contact. Excuse me. So these are all the parts where your caliper is. So now, this is the hard part for me. Putting these brake pads on and holding them with these clips. So what happens is your brake pads, they go right here. And then this is like, sometimes they are included, sometimes they're not. So just pay attention to how you're removing. When you take the caliper off, just make sure like what's in there, how it's in there. So that way you can like put it back that way. So this could be different. So mine have these clips that when you're not on the brakes, these like a tension keeps the pads off the rotor. It's not necessary in my opinion. It's a good design, but I have changed maybe brakes or like more than a dozen times in my lifetime so far. So, and I have seen just brakes just on there, nothing to keep them apart when you're on it, and those systems work fine as well. But I think those are lighter vehicle. This is a heavier vehicle, so I'm not sure if that's the reason or what is the reason. Whatever is the reason, we're just gonna do it. So I'm gonna put this here. There we go. So, and this is gonna go right there. It's a good idea to pull these out and grease them. Like I say, do as I say, not as I do. Don't let this hang on there like that. You can rip your line, kink it, damage it. Whole new issue. But you know what? I'm gonna be fine. See? When everything lines up, it goes on like butter. Like butter! So I do have this started. Let's see. So again, just be careful of when you do this kind of stuff. Don't force it, you know. Tight. All right, some close-up stuff to show you guys. So I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see. So this bolt goes here, and then it goes through this threaded nut or whatever sleeve it is called. It has a flat spot. I don't know if you guys can see this flat spot right here. And this flat spot is supposed to, buds against the caliper, has like a spot for it right there. And that's what, so that holds this sleeve there, or it's called, I think it's also called a piston or a slide or something like that. It holds it there so you can tighten it from back here, otherwise this will spin and you won't be able to tighten it. So that's how it tightens it. It buds against this flat spot, buds against this little notch right here on your caliper. Every caliper is different, but most of them have this thing. So now we're pretty much done. Since we didn't open any lines, we don't need to bleed anything. If you want, or just to be like a little bit tidy, you can just like spray some of this on here, spin it, spray it off, you know, and that's it. You can just put your tire back on and you're done. Take your car off the jack and then that's it. So this concludes the brake job. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and I'll be happy to answer those. So now just gotta put the tire back on. Last thing you want to do is you want to, once you have them snug on here, lower your vehicle so the tires are sitting flat on the ground. So then you can torque them to specification, or however. I just go tight this tight without over tightening. So like I said, you know, do as I say. No, do as I say, not as I do. All right. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you did, and if you liked that video, and if you got anything out of it, I really appreciate if you guys like that video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And also check out my playlist. I have a bunch of videos already working on cars and doing different things. Maybe there is something in there that you might want to watch. Other than that, hope you guys have a fantastic day.